What's up? I was born with my papa's son, wandering out a smoking gun. Now some of you would live through me, then lock me up and throw away the key. Or just find a place to hide away and hope that I'll just go away. Did I feel alright? I feel alright tonight. I feel alright. I feel alright tonight. Rebel. Yeah, my heroes were rebels. My heroes were like, I read Lust for Life when I was like at a real stupid early age, and that damaged me severely. And I'd never seen one of Van Gogh's paintings. I mean, I was 10 years old or something, or 11. But I was just real fascinated with him, and what made him stick to doing something that every indication in his life said that it didn't work. I got everything you want, need your darkest fear, your fondest dream. I ask you questions, tell you lies, criticize and sympathize. Yeah, but be careful what you wish for, friend, 'cause I've been to hell and now I'm back again. I feel alright. Yeah, I feel alright tonight. Yeah, I feel alright. My parents didn't go wrong. My parents did everything right. My parents, I've got a lot of guilt about the fact that I ran away from home when I was 14 years old, and because of my big mouth, it's fairly common knowledge. And, that's the first time I ran away from home. And then they stopped going to get me by the time I was 16. I didn't have anything to run away from. I really wasn't running away. I was running to. I thought I needed to be out on my own. And I was like, I've said it before, I'm a middle-class kid. I had to create some drama in my life, or I wouldn't have had anything to write about. Well, I went downtown, it's just to ease my pain. Well, I went downtown, it's just to ease my pain. I ended up out walking in the rain. I took my pistol and $100 bill. I took my pistol and $100 bill. I had everything I need to get me killed. Sitting around trying to figure out whether I wrote songs, about things that hadn't happened to me and they happened to me later, or whether sometimes you're writing about stuff that you've already done, and sometimes you're writing about stuff because you're thinking about doing it. And sometimes you make shit up because reality does not rhyme. Well, when you're locked up, you're locked up. I had a guitar an hour a day in treatment, and in jail, there weren't any guitars. That's just in the movies. So when I got out, I had all these songs that were kind of pouring out of me. I'm trying hard to let you go, but it's more than I can do. And every day or two, I wind up right back where I started. I'm trying not to let you know that I'm still in love with you. I can't just sit home blue, 'cause there ain't no rest for the broken hearted. Just because you wanna lock your door, that don't mean you don't love me anymore. So I'm never gonna let you go, no matter what you do, because you know it's more than I can do. This is Room and Board, which is Ray Kennedy's studio, and the center of my musical universe for about the last year or so. That's Bob. And that's the studio out there. And this is Mal, weird looking wrinkled Chinese dog. He's actually kind of a hambo once he knows somebody's taking pictures of him. Look, see, good looking, huh? Most studios that I've worked in have a lot of equipment, but everything in here is about music. A lot of old stuff, a lot of old compressors and old limiters and stuff like that. And I'm not particularly technically oriented, but in starting all over again, I came in here one day to make a guitar and voice tape. The first time I ever walked into the studio. And that guitar and voice tape is Feel Alright.
So, I'm never gonna let you go no matter what you do, because you know it's more than I can do.
Nashville was where I ended up because I'm a songwriter. This is a place that people come to make a living as a songwriter, and I think that was the deal, is that somebody would put me on a salary, because I was only 19 when I got here. And that's something that's gone on as long as there's been art of any sort, and that is that you seek out ways to make a living and eat and buy time to do what you do. And that's what Nashville represented. That's what I found, that's what I stumbled into here, and I think that's why I stayed. I've led a more or less bohemian lifestyle all my life. I mean, since I was a teenager, and I've never had a straight job longer than 3 months. And drugs were just always part of my life. And there's this fear that if you take the drugs away and you take some of the risk-taking away, that you won't write anymore. So I'm really more surprised that I can write at all. Cocaine cannot kill my pain. Cocaine cannot kill my pain. Cocaine cannot kill my pain like a freight train to my vein. Cocaine cannot kill my pain. My 14-year-old is like, when he does things now that make me want to pull my hair out, it really shouldn't surprise me. It does take me by surprise sometimes, but the day he was born, I was in the delivery room when he was born, and they gave him to me to carry to the nursery. And after the nurse wrestled him away from me, and ran me out of the nursery, I finally went and called my dad. And that's the first thing I did, is I called my dad, and I literally broke down and cried and apologized for everything that I'd done to him. And he was he was literally an hour old. He hadn't done anything to me yet, but I think I got it at that point. I don't have a suicidal bone in my body. I wasn't trying to kill myself, but it's abuse of a gift, to not do something that I feel like I was put here to do. And I get real serious about this because it is serious to me. It is life or death to me. But in the big scheme of things, this is like pop music. It does make people's lives better in the sense that it makes things all right for a minute, but it's just pop music. It's just one of those. Nobody's gonna know who the hell Willie Nelson is in 200 years, much less me.
Was I just off somewhere just to hide? But I can't remember if we said goodbye. But I can't remember if we said goodbye. Goodbye and goodbye. Thanks.
First song I ever learned to play on guitar was Mother's Little Helper. That's one reason I'm so fucked up. Never learn your first song in a minor key. There was a lot of times that it felt like people would sort of pat me on the back and say, yeah, you're doing great. But I felt like I was walking point, you know. It's like, yeah, go ahead, go on out there. And if you step on a landmine, we know not to go that way. I'm in the Elvis suite, which is the 6th floor. I'm in the room with the son of a bitch hidden when he was supposed to be recording my song. Because I was, and it pisses me off. What is it? What's the deal?